It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago where the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Returning it, Johnson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
From the 29, Hurts. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They go play action with Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Barnett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
We got 3.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And not A good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Play action. Here's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, you know, in this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Hurts. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 41, Lance. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep from Mitchell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Lance flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. He's got a man complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. To throw, it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barnett. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
They run with Sanders off the option.
Sanders shaking and baking. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good with a PAT. And a lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
It got his man, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now a play fake. Lance
rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Philly. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Left side here to Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action, now it's Lance. Rolling to his left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
Flush to his right. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An option handoff given to Sanders.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Escaping the pressure right.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Lance.
Flush to his right.
He's got Ayuk once again.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 44.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Lance going to sneak it, and he is going to have a 49ers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Mitchell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. That's Mullins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Lance now to throw. He'll buy some, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And that's complete to Sanders. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Into the hands of Sanders. And quickly another first down, but tackled inbounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Second and 10. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got? 57, Mike 57.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Niners, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road